We did something a little different today. It's not our usual, but I do hope you enjoy it. You won't be able to hear from me very much today. We're going to let our guests do all the talking. And without much further ado, welcome to the community where unity is always the goal and we do growth and not gossip. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
No more crazy shit. All right.
So a challenge was put
Are
out.
you
So
incapable of
I
restraining yourself, or do you take pride in being an insufferable know-it-all?
decided to accept.
Everybody try to hide who the fuck they really are when they talk. And if you catch me hiding who I am when I talk, put my ass on blast.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You have whatever you like,
fresh.
sir.
They're trying to sell controversy over comedy. I wasn't there to watch Corey. I had performed myself, and I was about to leave, and they announced that Corey's about to perform. And I know that he had said some ill things about Dave Chappelle. I know he said some ill things about some of the openers of Dave Chappelle. So I just sat there, wanted just to see what his take on what he felt about comedy or whatever.
Well, allow me to retort.
So let's hear from the man himself.
The Chappelle show was so good and entertaining. The Chappelle show, they were selling it in the barbershops. This is a TV show. Yeah. They were selling the TV show in the barbershops. Give Dave Chappelle his flowers.
Seems to be going well.
Clearly, fame isn't everything.
But stand up. God damn.
So
Here we
you
go.
entertain me with your bullshit.
This man has so much power because of what he's done in movies and TV that he can go in any comedy club. They're going to put him up because he's Dave Chappelle.
If you had paid 20, 50, $70 to get into a comedy club to see a random lineup, and then all of a sudden Dave Chappelle walked in, what would you do? Would you be excited to see that person out of the blue? 99% of audiences would
Balling
be.
like a motherfucker. Now, I've watched Dave Chappelle's specials. Out of every 5 specials, 2 of them are good.
Man, I'm not with that, all right?
So here we go. Kind of harsh, but we'll see. There's more.
Hey, y'all want to break that down? I done broke it down. The only thing I did was
Stop
talk
the
about
cap.
shirts because I'm a comedian. That was the joke I threw in there. What I said was, Dave be bombing. Then I went on, I gave him all his respect because I think he's a great actor. You know what I'm saying? I said his TV show was very strong when they were selling it in the streets. But I did say Dave be bombing.
Now we just watched what he actually had to say. And so that is what happened before the incident on Saturday. And I'm showing you Mr. Corey in all black is what he said on his show on Tuesday night.
Elite. But if you go watch Dave Chappelle do stand-up, it was an old man at the Improv just stood up while Dave Chappelle was on stage. And he said, Dave, are you going to crack some jokes?
How about no?
You lied.
I exaggerated.
Why are comedians blaming everything on the elder these days? I have a whole lot to say about that, but let's keep
D-Ray that
going.
was down there. I know D-Ray, y'all don't want no parts of this. You don't want to burn bridges with the mighty Dave Chappelle. I don't want to burn bridges with the mighty Dave Chappelle. But fuck that. My
So
nuts
you
too
say.
big.
So you say you don't want to burn bridges. Okay, we'll keep going. But he's done right. That's the worst of it. He can't possibly go any further than that, right?
Shout out to Dave Chappelle. My only issue with Dave Chappelle is what happened to Most Def when he started hanging out with the nigga. Hanging out with Dave Chappelle.
Now, how Most Def got drugged all into this, I do not know. But if you wanted to know the backstory on what happened at the Laugh Factory, here it is.
Chappelle turned most definitely into a bottom. When did
Not up in here!
is somebody sucked all the manhood through his ass? What happened to the old most deaf? If Chappelle don't give me answers, then I gotta agree with Corey.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. If you see a motherfucker with a movie campaign, they don't just give motherfuckers movie campaign.
Right.
And Most Def had a movie campaign.
Right.
He was in a lot of movies and he did good in the movie. But, the butt, swallow.
Not up in here!
I
That's
sat
just
there and I
ridiculous.
sat there and I just waited. And then when he made the comment about that anybody that's done 3 movies and comedy has performed fellatio, I said, wait a minute. I've done 3 movies, right? And I've never been accused of that. And then I also fact checked his IMDb, and Corey himself has done 4 movies. So
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. That's 4. Count them 4. That was one of the jokes that Corey hurled from the stage at Donnell before it all
I'm
got caught on
in
camera.
these comedy streets. Some comedians don't even see me because I don't be in the showrooms. Every once in a while, I peep in.
This dude is now a whole Kaiser Sose of the comedian multiverse. Wow, he worse than the devil himself.
But I'm in these comedy streets. I'm telling you, man, Dave, you throw your weight around too much, go on stage for that much time bombing, bro.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what have we learned so far? He's ruined most deaf, and he's a bad comedian live and stand up. All right, let's get going.
I don't know nobody else who could do it. I wish I would go on stage for an hour smoking a cigarette with a leotard on. Them niggas would be like, Corey, get your pussy ass off the stage.
Yeah. So clearly, not everybody is a Picasso, but everybody can paint. Some artists better than others.
Boo the fuck out of your garbage ass if you ain't funny. So if we didn't get to a world where motherfuckers could be like, I done put in work, so I ain't got to be funny, then motherfucker, I'm not trying to be part of that.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
That's really how I feel about that. Sell, 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 sell. But we shall see.
It came to this, should I have yelled out at him? No. But, I'm a very, I've been rocking with my guy Dave Chappelle for years. I'm a little guy to my friends, my fans, and my family. And it was just, for me, it was a build-up. It was a build-up off of a lot of things that's troubling comedy.
Oh, baby, baby.
A build up, you say? I wonder what Corey could have possibly said or done that could have made Donnell feel like there was some kind of build up happening. Shall see.
Everybody try to hide who the fuck they really are when they talk. And if you catch me hiding who I am when I talk, put my ass on blast.
But there is some.
Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss.
Most of the men around you that you have on the road, opening up or whatever, I'm in these comedy streets. I know what's happening. Why you ain't talk about that? I like to have men on the Backdoria side around me.
I can't even believe he did that. That he would really go there and say so. First, he ruined most deaf. He can't do live stand up anymore. He only makes a good special 2/3 or 1/5 of the time, and he surrounds himself with people from the LGBTQ community. Um, and again, I don't even understand why the sexuality of the comedians on tour are even an issue. But we'll let Corey explain that on some other later show that I'm pretty sure he will probably get to. But they're not done. This was a lot.
Why y'all don't never talk about that? See, that's why Corey Holcomb ain't no Hollywood superstar, because y'all like to hide who you are. So since we talk about white comics, let's talk about why is it always drag queens and backdooria guys around you on the opening up side of the game?
Now the question I had was he never really gets back to address what Dave Chappelle said about the white comics, about how people have been dragging this comedian, that celebrity. But he really has a question about who sleeps, how people sleep together, and why they are actually comedians. That's a choice, and he is within his rights to make it. Here we go. So when everybody think that Darnell went crazy for no
You
reason,
think I'm making that shit up?
he's not.
You get away with shit like that sometimes, but it ain't wise to be trying
And
to
now we back to
disrupt my
constant
set,
mode.
little ugly comic, because that can get fixed like this.
Where's Batman?
You went to the dime after that. If I was a dirty, rotten motherfucker who got dirt on his mind, the dime would have been a bad experience for you, homeboy. Real talk. It's real out here, but I
We are doing all of this over jokes. We are calling out goon squads. We are trying to go pull up on people because you went way too far in how you treated that man's friends and him, to be honest. But now you want to pull up on people because your comedy set got interrupted. We calling the goons. Wow, this
know
is
you
crazy.
ugly.
That's wild.
So I just be like, man, let that little ugly boy live till I see him. But when I see him, I'm gonna walk right up to him and ask him, what is your problem with me? I ain't never done nothing to you. You really running up in Chappelle's name? That tells you why. You want me to tell you why Chappelle ain't said nothing about what I said? Because Chappelle got shit to do.
Now that is the one thing we do agree on. Chappelle, other than the issues that you may have with, again, the very people that he claims that he has a problem with, that all Dave does is surround himself with a certain kind of people. This is just so ridiculous. But he is right about one thing. He ain't got to worry about Chappelle responding to him. If you
Because
have made it
y'all
this
like
far,
to
thank you so very
hide
much.
who you are. So
So
since we talk
everybody
about white
that's
comics,
out there.
let's talk about why is it always drag queens and backdooria guys around you on the opening up side of the game. When I said what I said that day, I didn't just go in on that man. People act like they won't.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what have we learned so far? That Jay Chappelle dresses horribly. The people around him are not being honest about their sexuality. He's horrible at stand up. His stand up specials are horrible. And yeah, he has questionable associations because of the people's sexuality around him. And he doesn't understand how anybody could possibly think he had said or done anything wrong. I'll concede that if that's
The mess. And it's okay. I'm not going to be on here saying, well, have at it. Nah, fuck that. Fuck to him. Maybe he would have felt like he could do something. Okay, you feel like you can do something. That's cool. Even though I don't pick fights.
And I want to be very clear at no point was there ever any threat of physical violence. At no point during the interactions that were filmed was there any threat of physical violence from the person in the audience to the person on the stage. It was simply a conversation about, man, this is getting wild, the things that we are saying in the name of comedy.
With people in public. Corey is the type of comic, he can go on stage, start with grunts, and by the end of it, you're laughing hysterically. I did not want to scream out at him, but I felt like protecting the integrity of myself and my friends, I thought I had to say something. I thought I had to say something for people out here that have done over 3 movies.
So there it is. You have it from the man himself. You have it from both parties. Feel free to debate in the comments below. Thank you for stopping by today. If this is your first time here at the community, I want to say thank you for being a part of the family. If you are a new subscriber, please join us this weekend. We have a subscriber giveaway, so we will be giving away merch live. We'll be doing a live this weekend, so you can win live or you can send in your email and we will draw for the drawing on live. So the email address to send in your email or your username, your YouTube username is in the comments below. And we will see you at the live. Also, we will be continuing our Killer Mike series later on this evening. So if you are seeing this on Thursday, February 22nd, there will be a live tonight. And until then, you know what I like to tell you. I hope blessings chase you down. I hope trouble never finds your door. I need you to level up because your community needs you. Stay safe out there, people.